King Annihilate here. For this boss fight, I'm using Unbreakable Strength, Spell Twister, Soul Catcher, Shaman Stone, and Soul Eater. Okay, so you're going to want to wander around, looking down, looking up, as if you don't know where Absrad is. This is crucial to the fight. Absrad thinks you're confused, and you're a weaker enemy than you actually are. Right at the beginning, you can get some free hits on Absrad while she's spawning, doing almost half the damage for her first phase here. She has horizontal and vertical spikes with large gaps, so just find the large gap and dash through them. She has a spiral spike move that shoots out 2 spirals of spikes. You're going to want to find the gap, and once the first set of spikes go by, move left to avoid the second set. Easy peasy. The hardest part is going to be these heat-seeking yellow balls that spawn. You can kind of dash and make them miss and hit the ground, or you can jump and have them orbit around and hit the ground. And that's it, on to phase 2. Phase 2 introduces a spiral light attack, a wall of light attack, as well as spikes spawn on half of the platform. But don't worry, these are all easy for a gamer like you. When the wall of light comes at you, I recommend using Descendant Dark, just to get some iframes. I find dashing through it is unreliable sometimes. The spiral light attack gives you about a second to figure out that you need to move out of the way. All you have to do is move to the left a little bit. Okay, on to phase 3. Spikes will spawn on either side of the map and stay there. Vertical spikes will rain down at a much faster interval than before. Just find the gaps, keep jumping up and hitting. This is a nice break before phase 4. I recommend healing here. Oh wait, never mind, this is Radiant. Okay, on to phase 4. I recommend staying on these lower platforms. It's a bit easier to see the attacks come at you. You're going to see the spiral spikes, the light spiral attack, the horizontal spikes, the heat-seeking orbs, as well as the wall of light. When you're dealing with the heat-seeking yellow orbs, try and make it so that they hit a platform. If not, try and dodge them the best you can. And also Descendant Dark. Descendant Dark. Whenever you're in trouble, just use Descendant Dark to give yourself a bit more seconds to figure out what you're doing. Here's a good example of it. I'm going to drop down here, dodge these. Ooh, he spawned right here on me. But oh no, spiral light attack. Good thing Descendant Dark saved me from that. You're going to want to play this section really slow and safely, and sneak in a big spooky scream every now and then. You're going to come across some random stuff like this where there's a wall of light as well as a light spiral attack at the same time. Hopefully you don't die to something like that, but it might happen. Descendant Dark. And there we go, on to phase 5. The climb. I don't really have any tips for this section, but it seems like if you start jumping once the yellow line's on the screen, you have the right tempo to continue climbing as long as you don't stop. Right here I kind of stopped and it kind of messed up my timing. Once you make it to these 2 platforms up top, you're now in phase 6. By this point, you're probably sweating profusely, your hands are shaking, you feel like you're gonna die, and you're having a hard time focusing. I recommend jumping up onto that left platform from the climb, and just always jumping left whenever you see a ball spawn. Every now and then a ball will spawn to your left, and that kind of makes it difficult, so you might have to do some weird matrix dodges like you see me doing right now. And hopefully RNG is not as bad as it is for me in this section.
Target neutralized.
And you get the easy win like that. I recommend practicing this boss on Attuned, just to get used to phase 4, phase 5, and phase 6. Phases 1 and 2, you'll get really good at doing it and you'll just fly through those sections. Phase 4 has a bit of RNG to deal with. The climb is just unfortunately bad sometimes for you. And phase 6 is just good practice. You're probably going to be really nervous if that's your first time up there. Just good practice to focus on some sort of strategy, like always jumping to the left whenever you see a ball spawn to the right, or always jumping to the right whenever you see a ball spawn to the left. This boss fight is very much reacting to the attacks and playing very defensively, and only going on the offense and striking whenever you see an opening. After each one of their attacks, you usually have a second to attack back. But other than that, you're going to have to be actively reading, dodging, and using Descend in Dark. Descend in Dark, Descend in Dark, Descend in Dark. Did I say Descend in Dark? Should probably try using that. It's really good. I hope this video was informative, gave you some tips, and showed you how I beat the boss. And hopefully you can incorporate some of the stuff I was doing into your playstyle. Hope to see you again in some more tutorials. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Or just like Descend in Dark. Just Descend in Dark actually. Just do that.